Today we're going to get back to our most profitable investments. Some of the most profitable investments that no one's actually talking about. And this is primarily no one outside of traditional, or no one in the traditional financial market space is talking about it, primarily because they don't know about it. Now, I recently did this video. This is the videos I have in the whole playlist so far. I'll link this playlist above so you can just kind of watch it. This will be the fourth video in the series. So I'll link it above. I'll put it on into this video. I'll put it down in the description just to make certain that you're able to watch it no matter whatever device you're on. Here's the thing. I started this playlist off talking about traditional gaming investments like Wynn Resorts and places like that. And I broke through some of the fundamentals. I talked about why I thought they were really good investments in the beginning. I mean, when I first started investing, why I thought gaming platforms or gaming companies would be really good investments. And I talk about why traditional gaming stocks aren't that great. And again, you can watch that in this entire video. However, we're going to move on. I've talked about the BFG token, that gaming platform. I've talked about the CHIPS token, that gaming platform. Today, we're going to move on to another platform. And again, if you're behind, I encourage you to come back and watch the very first video in this series. Today, we're going to be talking about Wink. Now, there's a few things interesting and unique about Wink. One is you don't have to mine the token. In fact, I recommend that you not mine the token. And if you don't understand what I mean by mining the token, go back and watch my video on the mogul mining method. I'll link that above and I'll put it down in the description as well, just to get you up to speed. If you've watched the mogul mining method and then you start watching the playlist on the most profitable investments playlist, then you're going to be caught up by the time you get here. And all this should make a lot more sense to you. So with Wink, their token is traded on an exchange. A lot of times people ask me about the BFG token. They asked me about the CHIPS token. Is it traded on an exchange? Is it traded on an exchange? Now, there's pros and cons to a token being traded on an exchange. However, today we're talking about Wink. Wink is traded on an exchange. Now, here's what's interesting about Wink. Wink started out as a website called Trontrade. It was the very first gaming platform on Tron to use a method of blockchain gaming, and to create a tokenized situation where you're able to earn rewards based off those tokens, meaning you're able to mine the token or earn the token from your gameplay. And the tokens allow you to have a percentage of the share in the profits produced by the online gaming platform. Now, Wink started out as Tronbet. They were the very first. And then there was others, 888, and there were several more that came along after Wink. Wink is actually now backed by or partially owned by the owner of the entire Tron network, Justin Sun, or the creator, however you want to say it. Let's go back. I like the legacy version better. I think the new version is a little bit buggy. Now, a couple things about Wink that can be a little bit weird and confusing. By the way, I need to point this out. This is good. Since the launch of the Wink predecessor Tronbet on October 14, 2018, so we're talking about this has been around for 2 years. Thanks to Tron's comprehensive, convenient, and efficient ecosystem, Wink was able to grow alongside of Tron and evolve into one of the top-level dApp platforms in a short period of time. To show our gratitude, Wink conducted a series of airdrops targeting Tron holders, meaning if you had Tron, they were going to airdrop you some free Wink tokens. Since August 28, 2009, and has done 12 airdrops in the total value of 21 billion Win tokens. As we continue to grow, Wink upgraded from a Tron-based entertainment platform to a trans ecosystem blockchain-based consolidated entertainment platform. That's a mouthful. Basically, you can use more than Tron, essentially. And they're not just decentralized on a blockchain. They have some centralized games as well. The strategic upgrade will lift Wink to a bigger stage with a brighter future, but it also brings some more responsibility and higher quality products. In order to improve, this is the important part. In order to improve compliance and make our platform more regulation friendly, as of today, Wink will halt its Win airdrop tokens to TRX holders, and those assets will be used for upscaling the team and rewarding Wink users. We will continue to march forward hand in hand with Tron. With a bigger stage, there will be a bigger show. Dream big with Wink. Wink Foundation, yada, yada. Okay, so this is important. These gaming platforms realize they're going to have compliance issues. In fact, if you're inside the US, I recommend that you do not play on these platforms. I'm talking about these platforms from sheerly an investment perspective. So I'm not encouraging you to go play on the platform. In fact, I oftentimes will put links in the descriptions. So if you were going to mogul mine, but you don't have to mine this token. Therefore, there's literally no reason whatsoever if in the US or anywhere else to be on this platform gaming, specifically if it's against your policy, your whatever I mean to say, the policies of in the jurisdiction that you're in. That's what I mean to say. So I don't want you to disobey laws. That's the bottom line. Now here's the key. They have several different tokens on Wink. If you come here, they have the dice token. I'm sorry. They have dice token, they have live, and they have rake. Rake is for poker. You actually can't buy the rake token, but the earnings on it are quite low. They give you rake if you play poker, but again, the earnings are quite low. Not worth it from an investment standpoint anyway. They have dice, they have live, and they have the win token, WIN. Now, if you play the dice games or the in-house games, you'll get dice tokens. If you play the live games, you're going to get the live tokens. Again, if you're in the US, some of these games you can't play at all because you're not allowed as a US citizen. But if you play, you're going to get the tokens. You're going to get dice tokens. You're going to get live tokens. You can get rake tokens for poker. And you can get win tokens. You buy win tokens. When you get the win tokens, you can freeze them and earn dividends. Basically, the dividends you're going to get is part of what you'll see up here. Let me show you mine, for example. Dice. Come to dice drops. So right now we have 1 million Tron. I got a whopping 396 dice. That's nothing. And that costs nothing. I'll show you. You can buy this on an exchange. I'll show you in a minute. But right now I'm going to get 1 Tron. Not a big deal. I plan to pick up more dice tokens, by the way. There's 1 million Tron in here available. That's important. 1 million Tron. And by the way, they pay this out every day. I know if you're familiar with Bet Fury, they pay out like 3% a day. They pay this out every day. So it goes up and down. It can even go negative some days because the house can have losing days. This can get in the tens of millions of Tron. Typically it's 5 million or less. I have seen if it's above 5 million, that's amazing. 5 million is even a good day. There's also, just to show you, the live tokens. Come to live drops. I have a few more of these. As you can see, I have 16,000 live tokens. I'll be getting 8 TRX a day. Only 374,000 Tron in this dividend pool. It's going to get paid out in about 7 hours and 40 minutes. Now, when it gets paid out, I'll automatically, the cool thing about Wink is you don't have to come here and withdraw. It automatically goes to your TronLink wallet or whatever wallet you have connected. That's awesome. Now, this is a low day. This can also get to 1 million or 3 million or 5 million, whatever. This goes up. If it goes to 3 million, I'm at 80 Tron for the day. So it can definitely go up in USDT. Usually on Wink, Tron by far is the most common crypto used. By far. It's always interesting how they kind of sort of have their more common, depending on what platform you're on, it seems like the players have their favorite crypto to play with. And on Wink, it's because it probably started on Tron, it's always Tron. And again, I plan to get some more of these over time. Now you can it's a little bit more challenging. There are people in the Telegram on Wink that have figured out, the approximate return on investment. They've tracked it over weeks, days, months, and they've figured it out. Here's what I'll tell you. If you will buy these tokens at historically low prices, then you'll see some pretty good returns. Not investment advice, just my observation, not investment advice at all. And I encourage you to watch it for a while, make your own decision. Tron Trade. Tron Trade is an exchange, trontrade.io, decentralized exchange on Tron Trade. There's 2 versions of Tron Trade. You want the .io version. But if you come here, I always like to look at the daily chart. And you can come in here and you can see this is the live token. Right now, 1 Tron per token. And you can get it at 0.169 Tron per token is where it was at a few days ago. This is not, by the way, these tokens have not been, as you can see, it's only been, about a month or so that these tokens have been trading. And they can be quite volatile. This chart looks pretty even, but you got to understand, this chart is bouncing back and forth from 0.89 to 0.1. Well, right there's 0.12. So there's some sizable movement over a several day period or even a couple of weeks. What I like to do, and I don't have an order now, but I will come in here when I have more Tron. I'll come in here and I'll put in an order and I'll put it underneath the market and I'll hope the market comes to me is what I'll do. And if you're familiar with the exchanges, this works the same way. If you're not familiar with the exchanges, then you probably don't need to be messing with Tron Trade. Cryptocurrency is risky. These platforms are risky. But in the world of cryptocurrency, I think these platforms offer the potential for long-term stable returns. I mean, listen, Wink has been around the longest, 2 years. Well, 2018, yeah, 2 years. October 2018. And it's done very well. I mean, I actually was an early investor in Tronbet, did pretty well. Sold as it was going down, ended up losing a little bit because I basically held on too long, not understanding how these platforms work. And I got pinched in some volatility like this. However, in the beginning, no one knew how these platforms were going to work. So there was a lot of volatility up and down. As you can see, the volatility, when I say a lot of volatility, I mean, we're talking about going up to, several hundred Tron, I think at one point per Tronbet token when it was Tronbet, when they used to have one token. Now they have Wink or the Win token, Live token, Dice token, and Rake token. And some people don't like that. And I don't necessarily love that either, to be honest with you. But it still makes a pretty good return on investment. I mean, if you can pick this up historically, you can pick this up, down here somewhere, you're going to get some good returns on the Live token over, several days, several weeks. Same thing with the Dice token. You're going to get some pretty good returns. Not financial advice, just an observation. I guess past performance doesn't indicate future representation. But actually, my opinion, my amateur guess is that we're going to see these platforms actually do better long term. That's just my thought. So this has been, this is going to be another video in this series, most profitable investments in tokenized casinos, and we were talking about the Win token. Stay tuned. I've got an update coming up for you on Bet Fury and chips in particular. That will be coming up in one of my next couple of videos, so you don't want to miss that. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification if you're still with me, and please, ladies and gentlemen, smash that like button. Can we get 50 likes on this video? Let me know. Smash that like button. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, crypto equals freedom. This is Crypto Wealth. I'm out.